Welcome into the Recruiting Roundup. I'm Jordan Ham. It is signing week, obviously a big week for quite a few 2019 players, putting pen to paper and making it official. I'm going to bring in my good buddy, Jason Jewell. And Jason, we wanted to highlight the various programs within the state, revisit their classes, see how they're doing. Let's start with the two Pac-12 programs. ASU, Arizona. ASU signed 5 in the early signing period. Arizona signed 2. What do you make of these two Pac-12 programs within the state?
Yeah, I just want to recap, from that early December signing period, the guys that those two in-state programs got. ASU landed 5. Ricky Pearsall, Andre Johnson, both wide receivers. Roman DeWise, offensive lineman. Anthony Cooper, a D tackle out of Millennium High School. And I think the guy that highlights the in-state bunch is Connor Soley, a linebacker from Saguaro High School. His brother's already in the program at Arizona State. He's a guy that was one of the top players overall and one of the top recruits in the entire state, at that powerhouse program over at Saguaro. And then I like the guys that U of A did get, although there weren't very many of them. Kyle Ossendorp, a good, very good special teams guy at Desert Vista, and Jordan Morgan, a very talented offensive tackle out of Marana High School that the Wildcats had to fight off USC at the very end for.
And it looks like Arizona's making inroads within the state. They picked up a 2020 quarterback in Will Plummer. Just what do you make of Plummer heading to Arizona?
Well, one, I think it's a big splash for the University of Arizona to get a top-notch commit like that to start off their 2020 class. He's a big-time quarterback prospect in a class that I think is very loaded with quarterbacks in-state and locally. But again, it's very good to get an in-state guy, especially one that's as talented as Plummer.
NAU had plenty of question marks within their recruiting with the questions around their coaching staff. They get Chris Ball hammered down. The staff is now set, and they're really making a lot of momentum as they approach this second signing day.
Yeah, so early on, they got Noah Barta out of Skyline High School, and Kane Western, offensive lineman out of Sabino, and Rasheed Sterling, a very talented athlete out of Goldwater High School. But I like the commits that they got recently. Hendricks Johnson from Boulder Creek, who led all of 6A in receiving. Eloy Coete, defensive tackle, who at one time was committed to UMass, and Terrell Hayward from down at Cienega High School, a kid that had 4 FBS offers. And then they kept a commitment kid, Amalek Jintunin from Pinnacle High School, very good linebacker, and looks really good for Andrew Blitzky, a talented running back linebacker out of Cesar Chavez High School.
Arizona Christian and Ottawa, the two NAIA programs here in the Valley, looking to sign 2 of their biggest classes this week. Just what is it about these 2 classes moving forward as you see the landscape of college football change here within Arizona?
Well, I think the addition of these 2 NAIA programs is fantastic for the local players. You look at both of these programs, they have 50-plus kids currently committed and ready to sign. It's also huge that both of them are building brand new facilities. Arizona Christian moving over to 59th Avenue and Greenway and building that up. And out in Surprise at Ottawa, I went out and looked at their facilities during their bowl game, and fantastic facilities that they're building out there. Plus, with the junior colleges all dropping football in the state of Arizona, I think the talent level and the players available for these 2 programs just rises.
Arizona becoming a hotspot for a lot of out-of-state programs. Who did a nice job coming into the state and nabbing some quality playmakers?
Yeah, you look at programs like Nevada, who got 3 very good players, headlined by Jalen Williams from Shadow Mountain, who had Pac-12 offers at one point in time. Cal comes in and gets 6 guys that I really, really like. Braxton Croto, Brett Johnson, very good defensive lineman. Idaho, I think, did a fantastic job getting DeSal Puffer, Satchel Escalante, David Eppinger, and Sully Shannon. Nebraska, fantastic job. Got 3 kids, very talented guys, and Ty Robinson, Noah Polagates, and Javen Wright. Can't overlook what Texas did, coming in and getting probably the 2 of the top 5 players in the state, and Jake Smith and Braden Librock. And then Air Force, they always do a great job here, but look what they did. Keegan Free, the Sunrise Mountain quarterback, Carson Keltner, one of the best centers in the state out of Centennial, Trevor Cower, a great offensive lineman I like out of Campo Verde, Jaden Pearson from Williamsfield, Sam Okwobu, a good D tackle from Pinnacle High School, Clayton Randall from Saguaro High School, Nate Polk, another one of his teammates, a guy that had Power 5 offers, and Cole Johnson, a talented kicker out of Horizon High School. What a great job Air Force did.
Going to be putting a bow on a very busy 2019 and turning the page to 2020, where there are plenty of big names to keep track of as well. Make sure to keep it to the Recruiting Roundup each and every week on Sports 360 AZ.